Hey, hope you're doing good. So today I just wanted to do a garden tour. So we've had a couple of frosts this week and we've lost a couple of types of our plants. So I just want to go ahead and show you what we have left in the garden beds and what we're going to be doing next. Alright, so starting on this end, we have a lavender plant here, and then this is actually a Tabasco pepper that I forgot to bring in the other day. You can see all of the foliage has died off. But I'll come out later and dig this plant up so that I can overwinter it. I'll just cut off all of the dead leaves. As long as the stem is not melted from the cold weather, you can go ahead and dig yours up too. Okay, and then here we have some echinacea plants. They're still doing just fine. They weren't affected by the weather. I do need to come out here and collect seeds though, and cut off some of the dead stems. This is just a critter container. There's a spider living in there with her egg sacs, and so I'm just gonna leave her. She's happy and protected from the weather. And here we have the yellow bikini pepper. It looks like it was protected enough within this rosemary that it didn't get too affected by the freeze. This is another one that I'll have to come out here and grab. There's our rosemary. It's looking strong as ever. It should stay throughout the winter. Same for the lavender, and then also the thyme here. Found. So this is two thyme plants here, and this is their second year, I believe. Well, the end of their second year for all of these perennials. And in these empty places, there was some squash planted there. It was scrawny to begin with, and now it's died off completely. Okay, and here I've just got some sage and alyssum. There's lemongrass mixed in right here. Sage is still doing just fine as of right now. And then the marigolds. Stuff mixed in here, but they've definitely taken over. I didn't even plant these this year. Last year, I sowed marigolds in here, and they just came back and took over. Which is okay. They're really great for a pest deterrent and also keeping bear away. And most of what is mixed in here, oh, you can see we have a lavender plant here. There's some dill. And then all of this here is an assortment of lettuce greens. There's arugula, dandelion, a few different types of lettuces, some Swiss chard, and then we have strawberries too that are popping up in random places. They're still alive now. I'm thinking about next year digging these up and putting them into a hanging planter or something of that nature. And they're doing okay. They did better this year. It's their second year, but they're still not doing as great as I feel like they could be. So I'd like to baby them a little bit more. Hey, and here I was hoping that these peas here, these snap peas, were going to climb up the trellis. But any of the ones that have made it far enough to climb up, the deer have come through and grabbed them. So I've just been letting them crawl over the plants here. At least I might have a chance of getting something from them. Here. More snap peas. And there's not anything growing here except for the occasional carrot. I sowed 2 packs of carrots here, but they were a couple of years old, so I don't know if the germination rate was just affected or if it was just me not being able to get them to sprout. But what I did was I put down a good layer of compost so it'd be nice and fine and not too chunky. I didn't just throw it over the mulch here. And then I took and put a sheet of like clear 6 mil plastic over it so that it would stay moist throughout the days. That worked. After a couple of weeks or so, I took the plastic off and nothing else has really come up since. So, might try a different method next year. Maybe I just needed new seeds. We'll see. This is a celosia plant. It was a yellow one. It looks more brown now. The frost got this one pretty good. Later, I'll come out here and collect seeds from this. I'll have a video on that. Okay, here we have a rosemary plant, sage, and then a thyme plant. They're all doing great, and I'm actually going to come out here and propagate some of the perennials here soon too. We have more echinacea, the little seed pods. Our mugwort plant, I've already come out here one time this season and cut it down. It got over 6 feet tall. I don't think I got any pictures of that. I'm so bad about documenting stuff. And starting a channel here. Okay, and then here I've got a mixture of cilantro and parsley. It finally looks like it's starting to take off. And I'm actually just going to put those leaves back over it because it probably protects it from the frost a little bit. And we've got a few more cold nights this week. Here's a couple of basil plants. They've died off. I've already collected some of the seeds from these plants. I have a video on that. I accidentally got a bee in that one and threw it in the bag. So in case that's something that you need to be wary about, pollinators, they appreciate the dead flowers too. And some more marigolds. And again, it looks like anything that was somewhat sheltered from the frost is okay right now. It wasn't too bad of a frost. I think the lowest that we got was right at 30 or 32. Saturday, it's supposed to get down to like 25, so I'll have to come out here and get any propagations I want to, probably. And then here on the end, I've got another sage plant. This sage plant it's looked scrawny all season. I don't think that I trimmed it back good enough last year because it's mostly just kept pretty like spindly growth like this. So when I come out here and propagate this, I'm probably gonna, but I'm gonna cut it way back at the stems there. Can you see in the center, we've got new growth going up. So don't pull up your herb plants, your perennial herb plants, just trim them back and they should come back as long as your zone allows for it. We've got another lavender plant. And again, all of these perennial plants, this is the end of their second year. And I started all of them from seed, so they grow quickly. This has been my favorite marigold plant all season because of the way it's spilled down. There it goes. And then here's a really nice sage plant. And it's actually not too late for me to come out here and harvest some of the herbs for cooking from these two. I need to do that. I've still got a good stockpile of most everything, but I should grab some while I can before it starts looking kind of nasty. All of these leaves still look pretty nice. But you can see once they start getting older, they start turning yellow and get spots on them. We've got one surviving basil plant. Another thing, this one, I'm not sure if this is a stem coming off or if that's another. Yeah, it looks like this is just a stem coming off of this dead plant. But hey, you could even cut this stem and propagate it and bring it in the house if you're wanting to keep some of your herb plants that are frost tender. And this is a thyme plant that needs to be trimmed back really well. A lot of the thyme plants are looking like this, and this is just a pile of sticks. We'll just trim them, compost them, and more sage. And then we're back around to our mugwort and celosia. So these are the raised beds. Real quick, I'll jump over to the berry plants. So these are all of the berry plants that I've gotten this year. I gotten these a few months back from Hertz Gardens. They were doing a sale on Etsy. Blackberries, blueberries, elderberries, mulberries, and hascalp berries. That's these guys here. I don't know how well they're going to fare. They might not make it. But a good majority of these plants are deciduous, if not all of them. So they may lose their leaves, or if the winter's not too severe, they may keep them, especially like the raspberries and blackberries. But you can see, especially with the mulberries, they're already starting to drop their leaves. But I am conflicted on whether to just, let them do their thing through the winter or go ahead and grab some propagations from them so that I can grow them in the house and have them ready to go so I can have a nice berry patch. Which I know most of these are going to expand pretty quickly once they get going, so I won't have to worry about them in the future, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. You get in frame with some of our marigolds that have made it through the frost. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the garden tour and be on the lookout for some seed collection and propagation videos. Bye!